What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope you guys are having a great morning so far. Okay, let me get into this. Today's episode of All My Children. I liked it. You already know I'm about to spaz on some people, but that's just typically me because I gotta call it like I see it. Okay. So AJ punches that Hunter kid in the face for disrespecting Miranda. So Miranda runs out of Jane's diner crying, and because of what happened on Thursday's episode when she was on her date with him. So Miranda got upset, and because people talk about her mom being a lesbian and she's embarrassed by it, and she's anyway, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute, but I just need to get to other stuff. I commend AJ for standing up for Miranda. I definitely do. And that Hunter kid, he deserved a nice punch in the face, and I'm glad AJ did what he did. Definitely sticking up for her. So AJ, he found Miranda, he brought her back to the mansion and let her stay there. Anyway, Zach was at Jane's diner. He bumped into Bianca. It's the first time they seen each other in a long time. They were talking about Kendall, and apparently Zach and Kendall are divorced. I thought they were still legally married, but apparently they're divorced. And Bianca was saying that Kendall wanted to move on, and so on and so forth. So, they got that out the way. Jane came up, the owner of the diner. She spoke to Bianca about what happened to Miranda. Bianca went to the Chandler mansion to see Miranda, and Miranda straight up spazzed on her mother, talking about everything that the kids say to her, what happened at the date was all Bianca's fault. And I'm like, okay, how is that Bianca's fault? And Miranda talking about ever since her mother came out as a lesbian, she's been kind of like mentioning it or rubbing it in people's face. Not rubbing it in people's face, but just making a big deal out of it ever since she came out. First of all, Miranda wasn't even born when Bianca came out as a lesbian, because I remember when Bianca came out as a lesbian, it was to Erica on Christmas 2000. That's when she came out to her mother as a lesbian. And I remember that scene. It was the hardest thing Bianca ever had to do, because at first her mother, Erica Kane, acted like she didn't even hear her when she said it. And I know that was tough for Bianca. Furthermore, I think the problem with Miranda is the problem with her is she cares too much about what other people think and say about her. That's the problem. She needs to be comfortable in her own skin, and she needs to stop trying to be embarrassed by her mother just to fit in with these pricks. These kids that's not even really her friends, and you're trying so hard to fit in with these assholes. But she thinks by fitting in with them, she has to change herself, and that's not how friendship works. You shouldn't have to change yourself to please other people and to get them to accept you. That's not the way you do things. So I feel like Bianca should have smacked the shit out of Miranda, like seriously, for talking to her the way that she was talking to her, telling her to get out. No, it ain't going down like that. Bianca should have put hands on her, like seriously. Anyway, Zach was at Jesse's house. They were talking about this Kozlov family, these Russian mobsters or whatever. And what the hell was going on with Cassandra and stuff like that. And Zach was saying that it ain't about kidnapping. It ain't about that. It's far more dangerous than that. And that's what Zach was trying to explain to Jesse. It's far more dangerous. So, some shit is about to go down between all of them. So Jesse was on the phone with the FBI, and he gets a phone call from DIXIE. DIXIE was calling him to arrest David Hayward for trying to strangle JR, because when DIXIE walked into the room, David had his hands around JR's neck, but according to David, he was checking his pulse because JR moved his hand and he was coming out of his coma. So Angie and CARA were in there checking on his vitals and trying to run tests, and David, Jesse, and DIXIE were outside yelling, having a screaming match. And Jesse was upset because his wife kept defending David Hayward. But I can understand why she was defending him. Everybody deserves a second chance. I understand the chaos and the hell that David Hayward has put on everybody. But at the same time, everybody deserves a second chance. That's the way it is. But Angie was telling David, don't make her regret defending him. Kira, she was upset too because Angie was defending her. Kira, I don't believe Kira's baby is dead. I honestly don't believe. I think she got that baby stashed somewhere to keep him away from Hayward. But I think she's making everybody believe that the baby is dead. That's what I think that she's doing. But anyway, CELIA I like CELIA and PETEY together. I think they're my new favorite couple. They had a nice date. They talked about her parents. CELIA's parents died in a car crash. She has this guardian that nobody knows who it is. I like them together though. CELIA and PETEY look perfect together. So when CELIA went home, she turned out the lights, looked into the mirror, and there was some mean looking dude standing in behind her. That dude looked scary. But anyway, overall, this was a great episode. I enjoyed it, and I'll see you all later. Have a great day.